Hola, ¿cómo estás? I wanted to come on here because today I don't have time for bullshit or sugarcoating. So, with that said, I hope you guys are doing beautiful wherever you guys are listening and whenever. Today is June 4th, 2025. So anyways, first and foremost, nothing is ever as it seems, okay? Because for one, we live in a multi-dimensional universe, so reality. So everything we see around us is essentially an illusion, and we see what we want to see. And given that, you gotta look. It's gonna sound weird when I say this, but I hope this is received in the right way. You gotta look beneath the surface, but you also have to zoom out, okay, to really understand and experience reality for itself. Because if you are always in that first person perspective and you never zoom out and take yourself out of the situation, you're always making decisions and judging things based off of a biased opinion because you're in that, if you zoom out and you look at things from an outside perspective, you can really see things for how they are and not how you want them to be. So yeah, zoom out. And this is also good when you're feeling overwhelmed, or when you're feeling stuck, or when you're feeling lost, or when you need to ground yourself. But yeah, because you can always just stop, take some deep breaths and zoom out and be like, okay, how does this look from up here? You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys meditate, but if you've ever, had that, you're up here, but your physical body is down here. It's the best way I can put it without going down the rabbit hole. Because that's not what we came here to do today. We came here to talk. We can go down the rabbit hole another day. But yeah, so there's that. And let me sit down. And also, I took some note points because I didn't want to forget anything, because ADHD, But yeah, stop assuming. There you go. Stop assuming. That's what I wanted to say. Because when you assume things like, oh, well, it seems like this, it seems like that. No, stop. It could seem like anything, but if you jump to conclusions, I'm still working on this. But stop assuming about anything in life, in relationships, in friendships, in jobs, in whatever. Expect the best, plan for the worst, but do not assume, okay? This freaking wind, honestly, I have a love-hate relationship with the wind, because it feels good sometimes, but I had a download yesterday when I was talking to God and just source. And then this morning when I was going on a walk, this is what I went on an early morning walk, and I just needed to clear my head a little bit. And from a young age, I feel like I've had this problem where it's I either say the wrong things, or I have the wrong tone, or I can't find the right words, or I say things I shouldn't, or I speak too quick. I don't, so this is something I'm really, really learning, or not learning, unlearning and working on. But pretty much it was just that the more we listen, the more you listen, I'm sorry, hold on, what was it? It was, the more you listen, the quieter the noise gets. I was like, It doesn't matter if it's physically loud or not, or energetically loud, whatever. But the more we listen to God, to source, to our intuition, to ourselves, to our surroundings, whatever, just, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, okay? So the more you listen, the quieter the noise gets, okay? Take it how you will. I'm not going to really elaborate on that. That could be for another video, but yeah. And then yesterday, when I was just like praying, and honestly, it was a really powerful like moment for me, and like I can talk about that also in another video. But you know, I grew up like in the church and all this, and like, you know, as I've grown and like learned more things and really just stepped into my own perception of, you know, spirituality rather than religion, you know, like I have different opinions and different perspectives on things, but I still talk to God. And God, universe, source, our creator. And guys, we have to just surrender. We really need to surrender and trust and know that inner knowing. Know that if you really truly believe something is for you, you need to believe that for yourself. You need to know that's true. Because if it is, then what's the point of stressing over if it's going to work out or not? Doesn't matter how, just know that it is, you know? And even if you don't know exactly, like have a specific thing, it's like, just know that the higher power, God, universe, whatever you believe in. For me, I'm gonna say God and universe in this whole video, but I truly am reworking on this, you know what I mean? Because, you know, we go through ups and downs in our faith and throughout life and stuff like that. So we really need to surrender, because if we don't surrender and we don't trust, then God can't give us his ultimate, like, most beautiful plan for us. The universe has way greater things than we can ever imagine. So it's like, in store for us. And if we trust that and we know that, then stop trying to control everything. Stop trying to control things. Stop trying to have a timeline for everything. Like, just let go, trust, know, and embody that worthiness. Because if you don't feel worthy, we're not going to get anything or anywhere. So know you're worthy. Truly start feeling worthy and embodying that, because like you can't get to the next level without that. So yeah. And also, I know they say comparison is a thief of all joy, but I'll do you one better. Resistance is the thief of all joy. Like, I always have to come back to this reference because I have a 4-year-old, and it's just such a, like, simple example, but it's so true. You know, if she wants to go somewhere, if she wants to go somewhere, and I'm like, okay, let's go. But the whole time she's pulling on my shirt, or she's grabbing onto my leg, right? And I'm dragging her, and I'm trying to pull her and drag her, and, you know, she's resisting and resisting. You know how long it's going to take us to get to the next destination? Neither of us are going to be happy by the time we get there. It's going to take us forever, rather than her just being like, okay, and let me just pick her up, hold her, carry her. Like, girl, I got you. You're safe. My daughter, let's do this. We're going to get there so fast. We're going to be so happy. We're going to enjoy the ride. And we're going to have fun when we get there, you know? So I just always have to come back to that, because I always tell her, like, don't pull on me, don't pull on me. And I'm like, God's like, my daughter, stop pulling on me. Come on, I got you. So, yeah, just some, you know. But what else did I want to say? man, oh man. You guys probably already know this, but also everything that we have, are, or will experience, we're choosing, or we chose. Don't matter how. No. Might get a lot of hate for that. Nope, we're choosing this. Whatever's happening in your life right now, you're choosing it. I'm choosing it. I am been the last couple months been going through some shit, okay? But I got myself here. I got nobody else to blame but me. Once you accept that, that's the only way you can like move forward and start taking action to where you want to go. Once you get tired of your own bullshit, sorry YouTube, please don't cancel me. Once you get tired of your own bullshit, that's when it's like game on. Cause like once you get tired of yourself, it's like, girl, enough with this. Okay, enough with the feeling sorry for yourself, enough with the excuses, enough with the everything. Just get up and do what you know you need to do. Take action. Do something, anything. Anything is better than nothing. Even if you fail, you're gonna fail. Not even if, when you fail, you learn something from that. It's never a loss, it's always a lesson. Remember that. It's never a loss, it's always a lesson. So yeah. Also, I just started this book, side quest, but I just started this book and it's really good. I'm only like 2 or 3 chapters in. Look at this cute. My daughter made this for me for Mother's Day. Her flower is a little dysfunctional, but that's how we love it, okay? But yeah, honestly, just remember that there's always minimum, usually a lot more, but minimum, there's always 2 sides, 2 perspectives to every single situation. It doesn't matter what it is. There's always 2 sides to everything, if not more. So if you can't see if it's black and white, if it's, you know what I mean, there's only zoom out, there's something else, there's another way, there's always another way. Okay, sorry for this helicopter that's going over me right now, but hope you guys can't really hear it too much. But also remember that everything and everyone is connected. All of us, these trees above me, the grass beneath me, and everything is, anyways, that's a rabbit hole. But just remember everyone's connected, and that doesn't matter how big or small it is, everyone's going through something. So please be kind, not only to yourself. You can't spread love if you don't love yourself, but to work on that. But just be kind. You never know what someone's going through, and if someone cuts you off, just, you know what, if someone, you know what I mean, is having an attitude or this and that, it's like, okay, you know, I've been on the other side of that. Whether we want to admit it to ourselves or not, you've been that person that's been bitchy or been, you know what I mean, like cut somebody off or done this, you know what I mean. It's like, lead. I'm really working on trying to lead with understanding and love and gratitude more each day. So just be kind and give yourself grace, give others patience, and take accountability, okay? Because if we don't take accountability for our own actions and do the inner work, grow, heal, okay? Heal. And write down your goals. Figure out what you want. What are you passionate about? What feels purposeful to you throughout the day? What is a time, like, you know what I mean? Just re-spark the spark and find ways to be better every single day. That's the goal, is to be, even if it's 1% better every day. We get to wake up and we get the opportunity to change. Change is the only constant in life. okay? So don't resist. There you go again, resistance. But let's stop projecting. Let's stop putting our bullshit onto others. Fix yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, ho. But yeah, and don't be afraid to like own up and say sorry, and don't just say sorry, but like actually actions speak louder than the words. So sorry doesn't really mean anything if you're not going to do something different, you know? But yeah, and let's break those generational curses, okay? And also, oh my gosh, before we end, I just wanted to praise the goddess Alexis, because I have wanted to like start getting into cycle syncing, and I tried it in the past and I just like fell off. It was just too hard for me to understand. Not even like that, just too hard for me to, I have an irregular period already, kind of. It's not like on a strict 30 day, like, you know what I mean? It doesn't come on the same day each month, you know? So it was just like I kind of gave up for a little bit, and this video she made explaining it, just as always, golden, just perfectly. Like, she made it so easy to understand, so simple, and made it to where it's still able to be understood by like anybody, you know what I mean? Everybody's different, every body is different, and every woman is different, every cycle is different. And so she just explained it so perfectly, and so I am starting my cycle syncing journey. Please go watch the video if you're interested. And just in general, she's amazing. Her name is Alexis, like AWWLEXIS. Yeah, Alexis, but Alexis. And all my girlies out there, the Glow Girl community is so sweet. She is the best. Like, I cannot wait to take one of her courses. I am so freaking excited. That's like on my vision board. One of my things for my vision board this year is to take one of her courses. She's a feminine energy coach. She runs her own businesses, and she's just a queen, okay? But go watch her, go look up Cycle Syncing Alexis, and she pretty much just explains, like, you know, the days and like average how much days, and there goes back to, you know, taking accountability. If I was ever a bitchy to you, I might have just been on my luteal phase, okay? I am sorry. And we're on that, we're in our luteal right now, so that's why we're not coming to play today. We're not taking no bullshit. We're just being fully transparent and putting it out on the table, okay? But yeah, if you're interested in that kind of thing, go check her out, and just keep flowing and growing. I love you guys so much, and if you stayed to the end of this video, I love you, and I would absolutely love to know where you guys are watching from and what you are currently unlearning right now, to keep each other accountable, okay?